What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dylan and my boy Rashawn back with another video. Today we're starting off our podcast, the Dollar and a Dream podcast. Well, to start things off, I wanted to kind of introduce myself. My name is Dylan. I'm from Sacramento, California. I work in the mental health field, substance use disorder counseling. I've been doing that for 4 years. So that's kind of my career. I'm trying to get into social work long term. So a little bit about myself. I like gaming. I like basketball, boxing. All around, just like to kind of be open-minded, man. So, Rashawn, you want to tell them a little about yourself?
My name is Rashawn. I'm from Sacramento as well, born and raised. Just I'm here with my boy Dylan. With the Dollar and a Dream podcast, just trying to get it going and trying to develop into my own boss, my self boss, and just trying to spread positive and growth. To the next generation and even to my fellow generations.
I can rock with that, man. I mean, that's what's up, bro. I mean, to be able to really look past like the present and look to our futures, because our generations, you're a father, you have children, so you definitely want to, look out for those who are going to be coming after you, man. I'm not a father yet, but, not going to wood. But also I wanted to kind of give a shout out to my boy Miles Taylor. He allowed us to use his music on his channel. He goes by Saxophone Jones. Also, he has a group called The Cosmic Roots, so check him out. He's a Sacramento local. I believe he performs out in San Jose as well. But man, he's an up-and-coming saxophone artist. I've known him since high school. Hopefully we can have him on the podcast, yes, Miles, at some point.
Yes, come on, man.
Come on and join us, man.
We got the spot for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk these numbers, man.
We got jackets. But yeah, so definitely check him out. We'll have his Spotify link in our bio. So check out his music, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, he's talking about some chill, mixture of like some Grover Washington, just all the greats who play saxophones, man, mixed up in one, some more modern. You got Miles Taylor right there, man. So shout outs to Miles. Thank you, bro, for letting us use your music as
Thank
well.
You, brother.
And I was going to ask you, Rashawn, I know you talked about kind of being your own boss. I was just wondering, like, when did that start for you? When did you want to kind of get into being your own boss?
I kind of felt like I always wanted to. I feel like I always knew I wanted to be my own boss. I expressed to you, like, I never really was like a school type of guy. I never really liked the whole thought of going through school, like traditionally, like just going through school. And just taking like just taking that route that most people just go into and just submit to, Like I've always seen myself as a rebel, so in a sense, so
rebel with a cause.
Yeah, rebel with a cause, So, but always, I don't know, like I always, like I said, I've always been a rebel and always just seen things for what they are, and I just always knew I wanted to do something different. Unfortunately, we live in a country where, not everybody can be bosses, and they don't want everybody to be bosses, unfortunately. That's not to knock nobody that's got a career or nothing like that. It's just something that, I just know that, I've always envisioned and always, seen for us, and being, when I say be your own boss, that could be in different ways, like you can be an employee and still be your own boss, there's different levels to that, but just financial freedom for the most part,
Okay.
If you really want to, say what, if you want to really want to get to your own boss, level, you know what I mean? To me, that's just being really financial freedom, you know what I mean? Really is being your own boss. You know what I mean? Just having things on your terms, you know what I mean? Being your own boss is like, okay, you got a job, you got a boss at your job, but you're your own boss because you're on your own financial terms. You've put savings away. You've prepared yourself to where if this and that happen, or your boss at your job decides to lay you off, you've opened up a lane and laid a foundation to where you're pretty much your own boss. So, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? You still gonna be in a financial situation or have a backup plan to where, you know what I mean, you could be self-sufficient if you need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. I mean, that's real, bro. I mean, when you look at the unemployment rates in California, around the world, just everything going on around us, man, like whether it's war, you know, inflation, prices of gas, prices of food, shit, prices of housing. We was talking about housing, the other day?
Right.
We were talking about us kind of getting in on investments, which we'll probably get into at some point. Let y'all know how we've been kind of doing on that with the real estate market and things like that. But it's just, man, I feel like you always got to figure out, okay, what kind of skill, you know, can I monetize? Like what's something I'm good at that I can even do? Like for myself, like you're talking about being your own boss. Like for me, I'm really, really big into like video games. Like it may sound crazy, 31-year-old married, you know, got an education, but it's always something that gave me an escape from like the world, you know, how I grew up and things like that. It helped me to kind of stay away from the streets, stay away from going to jail, stay away from the people I need to be around. And it gave me like some kind of feeling of like security. So for me, it was like, all right, this is something that you can actually monetize. Like now that you can become a YouTube streamer, a Twitch streamer, you got all these different avenues, tournaments, traveling around the world. Like you can literally sit in your house with a stream and make thousands of dollars a month if you have the right audience and have the right ability and consistency at the end of the day.
Right.
So for myself, I can definitely relate to wanting to get to a point to where, you know, I'm not dependent upon 9 to 5 as much as, you know, as much as I am right now. But I know that takes, like you said, time, it takes patience, it takes just building that foundation and being patient with yourself, man. Because I mean, sometimes you might have a plan how things are gonna work, and then shit, life happens. Like I tore my ACL, like I was down for 6 months at the house. You know what I'm saying? No work, disability, trying to fix my mental health. I was going through depression and anxiety, bro. And it's like, damn, if I had another outlet, you know, that probably would have helped me get through that a little bit easier. So now I'm like, oh shit, YouTube is my outlet. This is another way to talk to people about what I'm going through physically, mentally, you know, emotionally, and not feeling like it's wrong. You know, as black men, sometimes I don't know, in our communities, it's kind of hard to talk about like, go to therapy, or talk about your feelings, or write in a journal, or those are all healthy coping skills to deal with the problems that we face every day that will compound on you, man, and it'll continue to compound on you, especially if you got a wife and kids, and, you know, maybe you already own your own business and you just got so much stuff on your shoulders to where you might feel like, damn, like I can't do this on my own. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely with you, man, on that, on building up your brand, building that foundation, man, and really going at it in a practical way. I think that's dope. I really do think that's dope.
Right. Definitely. Again, with the things like, and also it's like, you know, a lot of us, like we were saying, like how we would be kind of like in our community, like a lot of us are kind of built up this stigma of being strong, and we really lack like the support, you know what I mean, from family members, friends, to even go get help, you know what I mean. Like a lot of us don't even tell each other to go seek help in those type of areas, you know what I mean.
Right.
We've kind of been bred to kind of just cope, you know what I mean, with like a lot of things, instead of actually going to go, you know, address a lot of underlying issues in our life.
That's
you know
facts.
What I mean?
That's facts.
You know, I know we was talking about that. You know what I mean? You know, about like counseling and therapy. You know, all that. Like, don't be scared to get uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I mean? If that's a piece of advice I can give you guys, is just don't be scared to get uncomfortable, and you know what I mean. It's okay to go get help. It's okay to tell somebody something you're going through. You know what I mean. you know what I mean, that they're either going to be there. If they're there to judge you, then you know what I mean, then that's somebody that you shouldn't. That's obviously somebody that's not a friend, and somebody you shouldn't even concede in with your problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I know with any of my friends, you know what I mean, or family members, you know what I mean, I'm open arms, to support, you know what I mean, especially if you're going through it, because we all need each other.
Oh yeah.
Definitely,
That's huge, man. I know we talked a lot about that last time we hung out and had lunch. I think it was, 2 weeks ago? Or I can't remember. But it was pretty recent, and you're very right, bro. Like normalizing, getting that support, you know what I mean? I think sometimes when you envision yourself as like the, atypical, alpha male or whatever that might look like, everybody has their opinions of what alpha male is. I don't really think that's a thing. That's just me. I think that's just something that people made up to kind of like separate themselves or how to elevate themselves above other people. And I don't do that type of stuff where like, oh, you're a beta, I'm an alpha. I'm not with that. I'm more so of like, you could be a strong person but still be vulnerable at the same time. Like you're not weak for going out and asking for support. You're not weak for saying, hey man, can I just come over, I'm having a bad day. Hey man, trigger warning, I'm suicidal, I'm like whatever, talk about that type of stuff and normalize that shit, bro, because man, thinking back to 2020, you got COVID going on, right? Imagine all the people around the world that lost their jobs, didn't know where their money gonna come from, bro, can't leave the house, like going stir crazy, bro. That I went through that. Going through having hella anxiety and like, fuck, I can't leave the house, I can't see my folks, I'm only here to, like, that is not normal, bro. And there's probably people still 4 years later still kind of getting through like the financial downturn of that, the mental health downturn, the spiritual downturn that they had to face going through uncertainty, bro. I remember going to the store, bro. Stuff was barren on the damn. I'm going through the aisles and toilet paper going, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was wild.
Right.
It was wild not knowing, like, bro, this might be the last time
you had to go on Amazon or go on like a website and buy it off somebody.
Yep. And they upselling it.
Right, they upselling it. $50 for an 8 roll of toilet paper, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, I probably did the same thing, I'm playing.
Hey, $1 in the tree, man.
You gotta start somewhere, man.
But, now definitely, our goal with this show is to definitely just open people's perception of, I always like to say life is 99.9% perception, and 0.1% is everything else.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's just our goal. You know what I mean? With this is just to open people's perception up, and you know what I mean, and just to keep the woke, and you know what I mean, and to wake up the people that sleep. You know what I mean? And like I said, this is our first episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I came off a little nervous, a little bit, because I definitely am. You know what I mean? But this is something that I've been wanting to do. I've been interested in doing for a very long time.
Yep. Rock with us, man. Rock with us. Show y'all love. Show y'all support, man. And easy to do these type of things, bro. It ain't easy to talk about things that make you feel some type of way or vulnerable, or we're doing something I feel like is going to really reach, many people from all backgrounds and areas and cultures of life, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to, because we all come together and can relate, bro. We're all people. We may have different skin tone, different background, different mental health, different money, but we still all go through the similar things, whether it's heavy or light. We're all going through something, bro. And everybody can relate to going through what some of the things we already mentioned, trying to become your own boss, trying to work on your mental health, trying to have that financial foundation or generational wealth. I know that's a newer thing for myself too. Like I never thought about making money past, for my kids. Like, I was like, I'm just trying to have a cool job, couple, $4,000-5,000 a month, take care of my wife, take care of myself, get a car, get a house, kind of the regular ass shit that I didn't have growing up. Like being able to own a property, own a car, not be renting off somebody or living with folks. It's like that was my dollar in the dream, That's kind of why I like that we have this title, shout out to J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? We have a lot of respect for what you do, bro, but and also it's just understanding, like, we all have a dream, and whatever that dream looks like is going to be different to you, and we want everybody to know, like, don't let the fact that you don't have the money or don't have the opportunity right now stop you from dreaming. Like, always continue to dream, always continue to reach new heights, always continue to network. You never know where God's going to take you or where your circle going to take you on top of that. So have that faith, have that belief, man, and really push hard and don't give up on that, man. And I forgot I wanted to ask you something, bro. You said something that I thought I wanted to build on. Damn, it was
something that I actually...
You said you were talking about something earlier, and I wanted to kind of to expand on it. Yeah, so yeah, I got it now. I remember. So when it comes to $1 in the dream, like, what does that look like for Rashawn? That's a deep question. Take your time.
That's a deep question right there.
We got time.
$1 in a dream. What does that mean? That means going out and that. I don't know if you guys. If you guys followed the Club Shay Shay podcast, but there was an episode recently with he had Terry Crews on there.
I think I saw half of that. I didn't get to see all of it yet.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the part where Terry Crews was like, he was at a low point where he kind of just gave up. You know what I mean? And he was detailing like how he was just had this regular job after having to make it to the NFL. And,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean. And then to that point, and then he's stuck. Like, okay, what do I do? You know what I mean? Because he wasn't really that good in the NFL.
And he got injured too.
I think so. So he was at a standpoint in his life where he's like, what do I do? And he's mopping. You know what I mean? Got I think a janitorial job or something like that.
That's wild. I gotta go back and watch
he's like, I need to. Like, he was at a breaking point. He was like, he was trying to just manifest something in his mind to kickstart his morale and just get his spirits back. You know what I mean? He was like, I need to do this job like I'm getting paid $1 million for it.
Damn.
And then he kind of just explained on how he just stopped doing it for like the money and did it more just for the dream. You know what I mean? So, and then that's the money is gonna come. You know what I mean? If you just, you know what I mean? If you just put your dream to it, so it's not more so. So for me, $1 in a dream is more of just forgetting all the physical and the material things that social media and the world pushes on you to get this, and you got to do this and take that. No, it's always been about your dream ever since we've been young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The best advice, you know what I mean, has been, you can do anything, follow your dreams.
Right.
And everything. But then as we get older, it's like, there are different circumstances, you know what I mean? Some of us are forced to grow faster. Some people are forced to get jobs at super young.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? As soon as they graduate high school, got to get a job. You know what I mean? Don't even get a chance to pursue their dreams because they get caught up in having the numbers and the bills and the, you know what I mean? And just the different things, you know what I mean, that the modern society demands, you know what I mean? So, that's what $1 in a dream means to me. It's really just pursuing your dreams and just doing things righteously. You know what I mean? Just following God's plan. That even if your dream, like, He's going to take care of all that. You know what I mean? Like all the numbers and the money and all that. He's going to take care of that as long as you're pursuing your dreams and you're doing what you love to do. But yeah, it was a point in the episode where he was just like, I'm just gonna just let it come to me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be thinking about it. I'm gonna do every job like I'm getting paid $1 million. So it's a mentality thing. You know what I mean? $1 in a dream is a mentality. You know what I mean?
That's facts, man. Shout out to Terry Crews, man. I honestly, he was one of my big motivators to work on myself. And I have other videos on my personal channel about some of my personal struggles I've dealt with growing up, or addiction, or whatever the case might be. So it's y'all can check that out if y'all want to. But Terry Crews talked about I think he was at a point where he said he was addicted to pornography, and he was at a point where he would watch that shit like I guess instead of having sex with his wife. I know we're getting into his life, but I mean it was on YouTube. Y'all can go watch it. But he ended up deciding to go ahead and like give his life to God at that point. He was like, all right, he's saying this is enough. I gotta be a better husband. I gotta be a better partner. I can't be, substituting love for, for these material things like you mentioned. Like this is a material thing, but I got a partner that loves me and I love them. Like what? You start weighing it out and you start asking yourself like, what am I pursuing that God ain't already gave me? Right. You know what I mean? So that's just funny how everything kind of goes full circle back to Him. You know what I mean? For those who are religious or not, take that for what you feel. But yeah, man, I agree with you, bro. Like really approaching our daily with our perception, 99%, like you talked about earlier, like taking that perception and taking that reality and making it what we want to make it. Because we can all wake up in the morning. I can wake up tomorrow and be like, my ACL's torn, it's recovering still. Oh man, I ain't got that much bread. Oh man, I'm hurting every day. Or I can say, you know what, I'm alive. You know what, I got a house, I got food, I got friends, I got a wife. There's so many more positive things that I can shift my focus on instead of focusing on what's going to be taken care of in the long term as I go to therapy, as I take time, as I ice, as I stretch, as I work out. It's like those are the things that we have to put our mind on, bro. And especially when it comes to this. I know I'm going on a rant, but especially when it comes to the way the world is, bro. The world is filled with so much negativity, so much drama. So much. You see that girl on the stage with the rapper and everybody talking about that and trying to blow up their channels about trying to bash women and all the other stupid shit that we see. It's just like, bro, let people do what they want to do and you focus on what you need to do. Focus on your dream, your goals, your perception, your life, because you gotta understand, like, you only get one. You know what I mean? For those who believe in the afterlife, that's maybe you get two. I don't know, but for me, I don't know. I hope I get more than one. That'd be dope as hell. We can be rocking the
we ain't counting on that though. We gotta treat this one like this is the one of one.
Right, one of one.
You know what I mean? Just in case.
Yeah. He said, I ain't got one. I ain't got an extra life like Mario. I don't know, man.
We ain't going with what ifs. You know what I mean?
That's facts, man.
Yeah.
What is? He said, I got the one up, got the Mario, the mushroom. Nah, but it's that's facts though, bro. Treating, taking your life in your own hands and really, making the most out of it. I always say like becoming the best version of yourself. Like I haven't reached that point yet, and I'm striving to iron out some things about myself to be I can get to that point. You know what I mean? Where I'm really like, all right, I really pushed myself and I've exerted myself and I've really, reached my potential that I feel is necessary. So I'm only comparing myself to myself. Right. You know what I mean?
And it's definitely harder said than done. You know what I mean? Like I could say, all this intelligent stuff, and you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, it's definitely harder said than done.
Oh yeah.
To change your perception, you know what I mean, and that's why you need that support system. You know what I mean, and as I speak here with you guys, you know what I mean, I'm in the process of healing and betterment in my life. You know what I mean, and, so we just want you guys to come join this journey and heal and strive for greatness with us. You know what I mean? We could do it together. You know what I mean? We would love to hear, hear you guys' comments.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you guys got any ideas or anything that you guys want us to touch on in the podcast, please, feel free to go ahead and holler at us, in the comments. And
yes, sir.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, you know what I mean? Because we need them subscriptions, you know what I mean? We're trying to get the channel going.
Yes, sir. Share it. Share the video if you like it.
Yeah. And this right here, we wanted to do this as organic as possible. You know what I mean? Like we literally just turned on the screen and set everything up and just got to record, you know what I mean?
Yep, no script or nothing, man.
No script. We just wanted to bring it to y'all raw, you know what I mean? Let y'all know what time it is, you know what I mean? And just talk a little bit about us and, inform you guys a little bit of who we are, what we about.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We love y'all. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We love y'all. We love y'all, and we want as many people to do good as possible. You know what I mean? Because life, the world is like what's the Lion King? The circle of life.
Circle of life.
You know what I mean? It's
the
like,
circle.
you know what I mean? It's like the circle of life. You know what I mean? That's and I'm not the most spiritual guy. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get too spiritual or what I mean, whatever y'all believe in. But whatever y'all believe in, just know that they want everybody to love each other and to help each other out, because that's what it's about. Everything that's going on with the world right now, it's all because of our own doing. You know what I mean? And that's and that's not on an individual scale. It's on a mass scale. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot of good people and very giving people in the world. You know what I mean? There's good people like my brother Dylan right here, man.
Trying my best, man.
I know he'll probably take a bullet for me.
Oh yeah, man.
If he had to, I'd do the same. You know what I mean? In a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
That's love.
I know if I was gone and I did that, I know. You know what I mean? I know he'd be there for my kids. If I did
facts.
that.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's how the circle of life just goes. You know what I mean? You take a bullet for thy neighbor, and your neighbor will take a bullet for you. You know what I mean?
As long as I can run in front of you fast enough because of my knee, man.
Yeah,
You're limping.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Nah, but that's love, though, man. Yeah, but like Rashawn said, we won't hold y'all too much longer. But like Rashawn said, man, just we're really trying to reach the multitudes, man, reach people. And if you like us, share it, comment, and also, like you said, leave some topics in there. If y'all want certain topics for us to try to touch on, we'll do our best to do some research and kind of go on, touch on certain things. If y'all got any ideas or if y'all got any advice, hey, look, we're open to everything, man. So we're just starting from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? And realness is the only thing that's around us, like IMC said.
Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned, man. Hey, I'm a little shy, man. I was a little nervous. You know what I mean? I don't really be in front of cameras like that. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of outside of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Right now, but you know what I mean. I definitely feel more comfortable as an interview. In this episode, you know what I mean, was going on. So I definitely got more comfortable as it progressed. So you know what I mean, just come in and enjoying the journey, and just see me come out of my shell.
Witness the growth.
Witness the growth. see the butterfly.
I'm gonna say the same thing. The butterfly.
Come out of his cocoon, you know what I mean?
Bug's life.
Or you feel me? Come see the young moth come out of his cocoon, you know?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And let's talk, man. Let's talk.
Yeah, appreciate y'all tapping in, man.
Much love.
And we'll definitely be trying to put out videos whenever we can get together. I don't have a set time frame for y'all yet, so I don't want to say this and y'all like, where's that? So we'll keep y'all posted, man. And hopefully we'll get a page created on Instagram or something at some point. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna try to get content to y'all as much as we can.
All right.
I know we talked about coming with something every, like, at least once a week.
At least, yeah. If we could do like a weekend or something like that.
If we could squeeze in a weekend.
I'm down.
But yeah, tap in. We definitely gonna talk about something hot on the next podcast. You know,
yes, sir.
We definitely gonna talk about something hot. So tap in. You know what I mean. Let's kick game.
Let's get it. Appreciate y'all. We out.
Peace.